Sociology is the study of human social life, groups and societies. And Auguste Comte has invented the word sociology. Originally he used the term social physics, but later he coined the term sociology. As Aristotle rightly said that man is a social animal and society is a web of social relationship as defined by McIver. We live in a society where we interact with each other, share things with each other, and while doing so, we build relationship with each other. Chain of relationship creates society. Now we'll discuss about characteristics of society. Characteristic society is consists of people and relationship, mutual interaction and awareness. Third is likeness and differences. It's about social structure. Social structure is the framework which consists of social institutions, social practices, and social groups. Now, institutions can be divided in primary and secondary. Practices can be defined in roles and status, and there are different types of groups. Social structure describes the basic arrangement of the society. Herbert Spencer was the first one to discuss about social structure, but he was unable to define it clearly. Then Durkheim also tried to define social structure, and finally social structure was defined by Talcott Parsons. Talcott Parsons defined that social structure is the term applied to the particular arrangement of the interrelated institutions, agencies and social patterns, as well as the status and role which each person assumes in the group. According to McIver and Page, the various modes of grouping together comprise the complex patterns of social structure. Social structure is created from the interrelationship and organization of human beings who are organized for pursuing certain common objects and aims. Refers to some sort of orderly arrangements of parts or components. As the name suggests, social structure refers to the basic arrangements of the society. We will discuss about social institutions. According to McIver and Page, institutions are the established norms or conditions of procedure of group activity. The term institution is used to describe normative systems that operate in 5 basic arenas of life, which may be described in the primary institution. In determining kinship, in providing for the legitimate use of power, in regulating the distribution of goods and services, in transmitting knowledge from one to another, in regulating our relation to the supernatural. Characteristics of social institutions: social in nature, universality, institution as a means of satisfying needs for self-preservation, self-perpetuation, self-expression. Institutions are controlling mechanism, standardized norms, relatively permanent, abstract in nature, oral and written traditions, synthesizing symbols, interrelated in nature. Classifications of social institutions. First one is institutions cater to satisfaction of needs. Second one is control human behavior. Third one is simplify actions for the individual. Fourth one is contribute to unity and uniformity. We will discuss about primary social institutions and derived secondary institutions. First primary institutions is family, and the derived secondary institutions are marriage, monogamy, polygamy, divorce. Second primary institution is economy, and derived secondary institutions are trading, banking, credit, property. Third primary institution is religion, and the derived secondary institutions are taboo, totem, mosque, church, temple. Fourth primary institution is education, and the derived secondary institutions are school, college, university. Fifth primary institution is state, And derived secondary institutions are interest group, autocracy, party system, democracy. Now we'll discuss about social practices. Social practices is of two types: status and roles. So, status is socially defined position which characterized by certain expectations, rights and duties. Can be of two types: active status and ascribed status. Active status is when we achieve it in our life, like job, education, etc. You can change it. And ascribed status is what we have with our birth, like our caste, our birth, our age, etc. And we can't change it easily. These are the set of norms that specify the right and obligations of each status. Because of these roles, social structure can have some problems like role conflict, role strain, status inconsistency, etc. Like roles of daughter in home, then after marriage daughter-in-law in in-laws house, role of a student, role of a teacher, etc. Group is an association, either primary or secondary, towards which we have a sense of solidarity, loyalty, friendliness and cooperation. We'll discuss about social groups. Groups are the diverse collection of people. It has different meaning for different scholar. To some, common interest is essential for the formulation of a group. Social group is one where two or more humans who interact with each other share similar characteristics and collectively have a sense of unity. Karl Mannheim looked at the group as a social force trying to integrate individuals. Of social groups: interaction among the members. Members are aware of their membership in the group. Members share a common cause or interest, organizational structure. Social groups may be classified from a variety of viewpoints, like the size of the group, nature of the group, interaction, nature of the group, interest, degree of the organization, duration of the group, functions of the group, etc. To say, groups are of two types: primary groups and secondary groups. Primary groups are those groups characterized by intimate face-to-face association and cooperation. They are primary in several sense, but chiefly in that they are fundamental in framing the social nature and ideals of the individuals. The result of intimate association psychologically is a certain fusion of individuality into a common whole, so that one's very self, for many purposes at least, is the common life and the purpose of the group. Example: family. Characteristics of primary groups are physical proximity, small in size, stability, similarity of background, limited self-interest, shared interest. Next is secondary group. Secondary groups are those that are relatively casual and impersonal in their relationship. Relationship in them are usually competitive rather than mutually helpful. Example: school, college, etc. Characteristics of secondary groups are formal and impersonal relationship, large in size, option of membership, active and inactive member. Formal. To William Graham Sumner, group is of two types: in groups and out groups. In group is mainly characterized by the we feeling, that cohesiveness feelings. Example: family, friend, etc. Next is outgroup. Outgroup is an association of people towards which we feel a sense of indifference, avoidance, dislike, competition, and outright conflict. Broadly speaking, all persons who are not member of in-group constitute an outgroup. Example: opposite competitive group. Formal groups are those that are established under legal and formal authority to achieve specific goal and objectives. Example: factories, class friends, etc. Informal group. Informal groups are those that are not formally organized but arise spontaneously on the basis of friendship or some common interest. Example: friend circle. Membership group. Membership group are those to which individuals actually belong. Reference group. Reference group is composed of individual possessing a set of similar characteristics which are used to standard by other individuals in evaluating their own behavior. Heyman first gave the concept of reference group. Real group. Real groups are those in which the members have face-to-face interaction. Virtual group. Virtual groups are those to which the members do not have face-to-face interaction but have relationship. Peer group. A peer group is made up of individuals of relatively equal status with whom the individual interacts frequently. Voluntary and involuntary group. Voluntary group is where membership is where you join the group voluntarily, and involuntary groups is where you were forced to join. Bureaucracy. Bureaucracy is a large and complex formal organizational structure in which efficiency is achieved through a system of professional managers who control and direct the activities of the organization according to direct rule and guidelines. Conscious quasi-group. Ginsberg coined the term quasi-group. A quasi-group is aggregation or combination which lacks structure and whose members may be unaware or less aware about the existence of the grouping. Example, social class, status group, etc. Of kind. The concept consciousness of kind is related to the concept of groups and was introduced by the American sociologist Franklin H. Giddens in 1906. Consciousness of kind is the concept that human beings have a tendency to join or associate with other people who are perceived of having similarities to themselves. Okay, that's it for today. We'll meet in the next time. Bye.